What up, everybody? What's going on? It's the Swoop Boys. It's your boy Cozy. I'm here with Mr. Spice himself, Rock. How you doing today, Rock?
I'm doing good, and I know it's been a while, but Namaskar, Rock Shark from Medical Masala here. Thank you always, Cozy, for allowing me to join in to talk about the only thing that matters right now in this world, that is Eagles football, and where we also talk about the latest happenings in the NFL with a little bit of spice.
I didn't mean to steal it from you. I'm sorry.
Hey, it's all good, brother. It is all good.
I love hearing it. I just love hearing it. So today, not even just today, this week has been pretty eventful, in my opinion, in terms of just today alone with injuries and trades and stuff like that. So let's jump right into that. Let's work our way back. What's the latest thing we've seen? The Judon trade.
Oh yes. So with that being said, and I first of all I want to give a shout out to I actually want to give a shout out to I mean, first of all, this is according to Jordan Schultz, which said that the Patriots actually finalized a trade that would send four-time Pro Bowler Matthew Judon to the Atlanta Falcons in exchange for a third-round pick.
Judon is what, 32?
Yeah.
He's older, but he still produces. Like, he still is good. I actually was hoping he might be a trade target for us.
I don't know about that, because from what I've seen, especially and of course this is actually going viral on Eagles social media. That is the Jalen Hurts wheel route pass to Saquon Barkley just went past Matthew Judon.
That was past Judon?
He went past Judon. That from what I've seen, from what I've heard.
Okay. I was like, whoa. Judon in coverage. It wasn't Judon in coverage. Obviously not. I'm tripping. Just ignore what I just said. Ignore what I said.
Yeah. No, it's all good. It's all good. We're just taking it back. Did we just witness a wheel route being executed properly?
Yeah, I can't remember the last time I saw a good wheel route. What was it, like Wentz and Sanders?
Probably.
If we've had if there's been a wheel route in the Eagles offense, I can't recall it. The last one I remember was that one to Sanders.
Yeah. I'm like, what's going on? Where has this offense been? And I'm gonna get it, and I'm seeing, and you know what actually brought a tear in my eye when hearing about the OTAs?
What?
We're actually using motion.
Oh my God.
Motion. Oh, if there's
I'll
a
tell you
God
what.
that if there's a God you worship, I don't care what religion you follow, but hallelujah, we finally got something going.
Bro, the one of the
I've been
plays I
waiting for
saw,
this.
one of the plays from camp that I spoke about on Twitter was oh, it was the Barkley wheel route. In that
Oh
play,
yeah,
there's motion and it pulls the safety over to the well, if I'm looking at it, it pulls them over to the right and
right.
it draws the other safety in the box, and then Saquon just dips out for that wheel route. I was like, oh my God. I was like, wait, hold on, wait, this is it.
We're watching
This
a
is what we've been
different.
waiting for.
I thought I was watching a different sport.
Oh my God, bro. Whoa, 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 whoa. Breaking.
Whoa, what's up?
The Giants are trading defensive tackle Jordan Phillips to the Cowboys.
What? Oh,
In
whoa.
division trade?
We a division trade. Jordan Phillips, defensive tackle. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah.
All right. Do we have a man? I joined the Soup Boys for a bit for today, and boom, we already have like breaking, or as we call it, breaking the Makadar news, or that's Hindi
You're
for.
welcome. First of all, you're welcome.
Yeah, thank you very much. Yes, and this is according to Jordan Schultz, and
Mm-hmm.
I mean, wow, it has to be for a late round pick. That's what I would have to
I'm not
admit.
gonna lie to you. I'm not familiar with Jordan Phillips' game. Or
So
is he just dead?
basically, Jordan Phillips is a nose tackle. And I know that like if we were to look at his current like his 2023 stats, he is I mean, most of his career he has played with his last two careers he was like with the Buffalo Bills. And he was part of that he was part of that rotation that
Wait,
included yeah.
is Phillips the no? I think I'm thinking of someone else. Is Phillips the dude who against the Eagles was the one arguing with fans?
I don't think
No,
so. It
that's
could be.
Oliver, right? That's Oliver, I
Well, I
think.
think that
I
was
might be tripping.
probably Ed Oliver. But if you think
Yeah.
about it, Jordan Phillips was part of that defensive line. They included like Greg Russo, Ed Oliver, AJ Epineza, Matt Milano, and and I forgot. I was just talking about him like a couple of days ago. I forgot. I'm forgetting his name.
Matt Milano, I heard, is injured
Yeah.
too.
Yeah,
Torn
everyone
bicep.
is getting hurt, but like, yeah, but Jordan Phillips, he does provide depth. And looking at the Cowboys, and if I were to pull up their 53-man roster right now, the Cowboys, their only positions that they have, so they basically have in their starting lineup,
Mm-hmm.
discounting Tank Lawrence and Micah Parsons.
They got Mozzie
Those
Smith.
yeah, Mozzie Smith and Osa Odigizua. And then you have to work with Carl Davis, Viliami Fehoko,
Mm-hmm.
and a bunch of unknowns. So or basically Jags, just a guy. So Jordan Phillips, he basically brings in that veteran presence and acts as a rotational player at best.
I
And
think they haven't seen, or they haven't, from what I've been seeing in clips, Mozzie Smith is not looking ideal. So
I'm
maybe they brought him in to challenge Mozzie or to like be like, listen, like we're not getting anyone good at the time. So let's try to trade for somebody. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think I know what you mean by that, but it kind of takes me back to the day like during one of the very first or the second draft show that my co-host Anant and I did for NFL Masala, where we
Mhm.
saw that when I reacted very big to the Jalen Carter and the Nolan Smith pickups. I'm like, oh sweet Jesus, that was amazing. But I'm like, but I really questioned the Mozzie Smith pick because I didn't get it. You're basically putting him as a rub because his only function in Michigan back then was on run defense. Where have we seen him perform well? And the reason, and I'm gonna break some numbers down for you.
Break it.
Okay, in 2020, I mean, I looked at 2023 games played. He's played all games.
Mhm.
Total tackles 13. And you want to know how productive he is? Nine
That's
solo tackles,
okay.
4 assisted tackles, 1 sack, one one stuff, and stuff for 3 and up to 3 yards.
Okay,
Now,
so useless.
I mean, yeah, he had to work with like against Dante Fowler. Yeah, he was like basically at the back of the depth chart against like Dante
What up,
Fowler.
Mark?
Hey, Mark, what's going on, man?
What up,
Is
buddy?
going on? But I mean, the fact that he was only able to produce this much, I think we have to use the B. I mean, I don't want to count it out yet, but he's probably on one of those special hot seats.
Who,
Otherwise, he's
Mozzie?
going to be put as the B word, a bust. He might be a first round
Ooh.
bust. You know what? I gotta
I
beat the Dole. I gotta beat the Dole moment right here. And I haven't said this in a while though. I'm saying
say it.
this: Mozzie Smith. I think he may get traded next year. He could get cut if he does not.
That's very possible. That's not even a hot take. That's a warm take. He's like I said, the clips I've been seeing, he's underperforming. He's getting tossed around. He's getting manhandled, which I know it's just clips, so it's not like the
Right.
end of the world when you see him. You know what I mean? But like I said, the clips, like he's getting bent back,
Yeah,
like
and
all right, like
which will probably be why the Jordan Phillips trade makes sense.
Mm-hmm. That's crazy. Wait, Jordan Phillips. I know I remember him from somewhere.
He was with the Bills back in 2022 and 2023. I just found
That is
Yeah,
that
he
is
was
the
part
that
of
is the dude that was with the all up in the talking shit to the Eagles fans in the crowd.
Oh yeah, in that overtime game.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't know about that, but
I think it
maybe
is him.
it could be him.
Hold
But
on, Jordan Phillips, Eagles fans.
yes, I think but what Jordan Phillips, what the Cowboys are getting, he finished it. He had 15 like last year with the Bills. He had 15 tackles, 2.5 sacks, and a career high 5 passes defended through
What
14
up, Pete?
games.
Bro,
And
it is Phillips.
yeah, okay.
He's the one that remember when they were talking, he walked up to the crowd and hit someone in the crowd or whatever.
Oh
Or he
yeah.
got up in the dude's face. That was him. That was Jordan
Ah,
Phillips.
okay. I think I'll take your word on
Appreciate
it.
you, Pete.
Man, thank you so much, Pete.
Pete, how you feeling about the Caleb Williams so far? I haven't seen any clips of him. I've seen some clips here and there, but I'm not really focused on the Bears right now. But
Yeah.
Pete, how are you feeling about Caleb Williams from what you've seen so far in preseason and training? That's my question to you, Pete. I want that insider info. I want those takes. But that's crazy. Doing an in-division trade to help him get better.
I mean, it's a pick. Okay, I have the details. It is a pick swap, a 6th rounder for a 7th rounder in 2026.
Okay. Ooh. He's okay. Nothing crazy yet. So he's not Mahomes. He's not doing Mahomes things. Interesting. Very interesting.
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave that up because
yeah. I'm just shocked for a late round pick. So more details. The Giants will receive a 6th in exchange for a 7th with the Cowboys. I mean, all right, because he's definitely coming towards the end of his career. He's 31 years old already. This is going to be what his he was drafted in 2015, so you're looking at close to his 9th or 10th year.
Yeah.
So
okay. I mean, that's not crazy. at 31, but like to be bounced around the league this much. Who was he
No, he
drafted
hasn't.
by?
He was first drafted by Miami, and then
Okay.
then in mid-season 2018, he gets drafted to the Bill. He gets traded to the Bills, and that's where. And then in 2020, he then goes to Arizona for 2 years, and then he returns back to the Bills in
Oh,
2022.
okay. And then 2023
He was with the
season
Bills,
left, went to the Giants, and then the
and
Giants traded him. Hold
they
on,
traded him. Yeah, I
that's
am.
there's got to be more to that. How do you just sign someone and then trade him within not even a? He doesn't even take a snap for your team and you trade him.
Remember
Interesting.
Ugo? Remember by the name of Ugo Amadi that the Eagles tried to get in 2020. Remember, like in 2022, that 2023 season when the Eagles went to the Super Bowl. In the preseason, we first had that one safety from the San Francisco 49ers. We got
Jaquiski Tart.
Jaquiski Tart. Then mid-season, we traded
I might
him.
have said the name wrong. I might
Yeah,
have said his
no,
first name
Jaquiski
wrong.
Tart, that's the guy. And then we traded him after a very bad preseason game from him. We
Mhm.
traded him with the Titans to get like Ugo Amadi and along with like JJ Arcega-Whiteside after some compilations of that. And then we take that, we get some draft picks, and we trade with the Saints to get a certain CJGJ.
Yeah, it was Tart. Yeah, Jaquiski.
Yo, Sergeant Walker, how's it going, my man?
I sent you the link, Coach. That's Coach Rock.
Oh, oh my goodness!
He
I haven't seen y'all in a long time.
He got his professional name on there.
I haven't seen y'all in a long time, man. I have not seen y'all.
It's been
But
84 years.
It's been 84 years.
But yeah, so that's crazy. Oh yeah, Coach, if you didn't know, the Giants just traded a defensive tackle to the Cowboys.
Yeah,
Jordan, who Coach, you'll know, Jordan Phillips, the guy who the Bills-Eagles game was the one up in the crowd fighting with Eagles fans. You know who I'm talking about.
Yeah. But yeah, I think like other than that, I mean, if it helps with the Cowboys with their defense, yeah, so be it. I think Mike Zimmer will have to figure out how to use him. And I think he'll definitely take more snaps for Mozzie Smith. Now Mozzie Smith is in the hot seat right now. Mozzie,
100%. That's 100% why they did it then.
Oh my God.
I didn't see, bro. Mozzie's not looking good at all.
What's going on?
That is not good.
You know what? Give him to Philly. You'll probably use him a little bit better. Or no. Let's just see.
No,
let's just wait.
He hates Philly. Fuck that guy. I'm not gonna lie. I was actually. Oh, you're talking about Mozzie.
Mozzie Smith, yeah.
I'll make Mozzie an edge rusher.
I don't know because I think like when he was in Michigan, I'd never seen Mozzie Smith play edge. He's never been an edge guy. He's been like a.
He's not good at playing tackle either. So.
Okay.
You know what I
mean? Probably, yeah.
Bro, Emmanuel Acho, I hate
Emmanuel Acho.
He's Acho to me because he's aching my fucking side. He's so annoying, bro. I hate Acho's so annoying, man. Like when I just hate the way he talks. Like I don't know. It just seems so condescending the way he talks. Like he the way he like says things, like he's saying it like he knows more than you. Like he's just like, I know way more than you. The way he talks, and it's like, but you be saying dumb shit.
I mean,
so he said today, if you didn't hear, he was like, when I turn on the Jalen Hurts tape, I don't see an All-Pro player. Even the year he got his All-Pro, when I turn on the Jalen Hurts tape, it's not as though he wows me more significantly than other quarterbacks. He'll give you All-Pro numbers, but not All-Pro tape. What do you not see that?
The only reason why Acho is still available because he has someone who is clapping on him, Shady McCoy. And with that, Shady, I thank you for your service.
That's their whole thing, though. They're just going back and forth with each other, just yapping it up, and that's what it just. I just can't. How do you? If you watch Hurts play? What do you mean you don't see All Pro? Did you not? Speaking of the Bills game. That was like
Jalen Hurts
top 5 quarterback performance that season.
I thought, and I honestly thought that was like one of the best. I think that was like the game of the year for me.
In my opinion, that was the game of the year. That was the game in my mind, and I was like, all right, okay, never mind.
And look who we have here.
That's the game in my mind. Hurts was like,
I'm coming through.
He's the guy.
With a little spice.
With a little spice.
What's up, my guys?
Bro, we're talking about just Emmanuel Acho being annoying and saying how Hurts doesn't wow you and doesn't give you an all-pro performance, and how the Bills game last season is the definition of an all-pro performance by putting the team on his back for that entire game.
You ready for this? I think you're gonna like this. I think you're gonna like it. What's up, Mark? I think you're gonna like this because it's gonna settle some points that you have been trying to make over the past couple of days. You know, if you have a rapper right now and they're not so successful, or they haven't been selling, music so great, they're gonna go ahead and drop Drake's name. They're gonna mention Drake because they know mentioning such a great artist in this game is definitely going to go ahead and it's the, what do they call it? The Drake effect. The Drake effect, or the
Hurts effect.
It's the Hurts effect. This is what's happening. Is your sports show maybe not so interesting? Are you tired of talking about the Cowboys because they haven't signed anybody? CeeDee Lamb looks like he's got 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Jerry Jones might have 1 foot in the grave, 1 foot out of the grave. He might have whatever that one guy has. That I won't say his name on here, but it doesn't look like he can talk or function that great. You mentioned Jalen Hurts. You drop the Hurts bomb. You say something crazy. You go ahead and poke the Eagles fans because if you poke the Eagles fans, we're smart, but we do still get annoyed because we love our guys. Especially number one. We hate all the bullshit when it comes to number one because we know what a class act he is. Mm-hmm. And that's what Acho's doing.
And 100%. Luckily, I mean, Acho. Come on, man. Come on.
You really said it best. It's one of those, it's the Drake effect. If you're not doing much, you got an album dropping next week. You're like, you know what? Let me mention this guy's name because it's gonna the higher ups in the media are gonna be like, let's talk about it.
Some poor piss blog is gonna pick up the quote.
Oh, so and so said Jalen Hurts.
It's gonna sound like hotcakes.
Fans are like,
yeah,
it's gonna sound like hotcakes. Where's my 15 minutes of fame, y'all?
And exactly. much like my studious co-host here has let people know. Because it has to be said. Go watch it if you haven't already watched the breakdown video by our boy Cozy over here. The comparison between Joe Burrow and Jalen Hurts, and why Jalen Hurts gets all the hate while Joe Burrow just gets to skate free and live his life, be the savior of Ohio.
He was smoking a cigar. He has cool hair. He was sitting.
He wears chains.
He wears chains. Like, oh my God, dude!
It's because Jalen just and it's just even as an Eagles fan, man. I think honestly, I could see I could see how if I wasn't an Eagles fan, how Jalen might get on my nerves because you're like outside looking in, you're just like he is just like a cool guy. He is just like a class act and like
bags,
and like like Dak, as much as we would like to hate on Dak or say little things about Dak here and there, at the end of the day, Dak is a class act as well. Aside from having a dildo in his pocket in Mexico with Zeke, for the most part, we don't see too much about it. The guy's backstory, tragic as it is, he's overcome a lot of adversity, losing his mother, his brother, just unaliving himself, and then cancer, and then to just overcome all of that and be hate to say it, the quarterback of one of the most popular franchises. And you never hear anything crazy about him, and about him doing anything. So it's like, what do you got to do? You're gonna just say, "Oh, he sucks."
Correction. The only crazy thing I've heard about Dak Prescott is how much money he's trying to get paid instead of CeeDee Lamb getting paid. No, No, we are not. And I mean, all due respect to Dak Prescott, the human being, but Dak Prescott, the QB, and that mid team. I'm using I'm dropping the name. It is they are mid at the moment. If they cannot get that contract situation going.
I mean, and I'm glad I see Coach in the back. Coach, when you're ready, let us know so you can pop up here. I'm glad Coach is here because we just like we just gave Cozy great credit on his Burrow Jalen in comparison, and Coach was very early on the Dak is going to get 55+ million a year. I believe I remember the first time I heard him saying that was about a year ago.
Yeah.
So, and he said it with his chest. He didn't say it like maybe. He said
it with
like
his chest, but we
million.
haven't seen it yet. What is Jerry waiting on at this point? I refuse to believe Jerry's paying him.
I have no idea what the hell Jerry's doing.
Well, what's the strategy, right?
That's what I'm saying. Like,
and while you're talking about this, I'm going to pull up Spot Track where they have the dead cap amount for the Cowboys. I want to check. I'm looking at the salary cap.
Can you look at that? Can you also look up what other? I would like to know this. What other quarterbacks will be free agents next offseason, if any at all?
So, okay, I have something for you. The Dallas Cowboys have they're 24th in dead cap, 20.5. Okay, I'm looking at this. So Dak Prescott's contract, according to Spot Track, he has a $55 million cap hit.
That's insane. This year, right?
This year.
So that's what we would normally that's what makes the deal so crazy.
Right.
While you look up the upcoming free agent quarterbacks, go ahead.
No.
Are you ready? Give us a thumbs up if you're ready.
Do you guys call it Spot Track? I call it Spo Track.
Spo Track, yeah.
It's Sport. I've heard it. I've actually heard. So the guy who made Spo, I've heard it a couple ways, but I've heard on a couple Eagles podcasts they call it Spo Track.
Spo Track.
It's not.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know which one it is. I just always said Spo. I don't know if I was crazy or not.
Coach's having a cousin Will issue right now with the camera.
But I mean, so like going on with that, I just filtered it to see of course browsers getting a little bit. Oh, what's going on?
Coach, we're not in Kansas anymore.
So like the thing is like you're really not like the last year of the deal, you're really never supposed to pay, right? Like as Eagles fans, this is just what we're used to. We're used to like yeah, we know that last year is there, but we're gonna actually stretch that and we'll give you a couple dollars, but the 54 ain't coming at once. And Jerry's like, no, we're gonna do that, right?
Okay, and I actually have the free. So I got the list of the free agents. Some of the free agent quarterbacks. I'm not gonna get through the entire list because it'll take too damn long. So,
Coach, are you ready? Can I bring you up?
Do you like the first 10?
All right, the first 10. Hey, Coach, how's it going, my man?
I like that shirt, my brother. That shirt is hard.
It came from the one and only.
Oh. Ooh. I'm wearing a basic white tee. Sorry, fellas.
Man, I got no Eagles here on me at the moment, but
sorry. Let me hear that. Let me hear that list.
All right. So the first 10 that I'm seeing: Dakota Dak Prescott, Sam Darnold, who's now the starter. And after the crazy news of JJ McCarthy.
That's so crazy. That is so.
Or meniscus, like damn.
Like I don't want to laugh at the Vikings because obviously they had a tragedy, upon them just like a month ago. Then Addison gets in trouble being an idiot, just drunk driving, but thankfully doesn't hurt anybody or himself. But now he's injured, and then they lose JJ for the whole that team. I don't know, man. It's
think
Aaron Jones is regretting signing that 1 year deal. Like, can I, Hassan?
What should I do?
I'm telling you this: if with Sam Darnold as their QB, they're not going to win more. Beat the Dole moment right here. They're not going to win more than 5 games. They're not winning more than 5 games, and they're going to be competing for the greatest prize ever, Tank Bowl, baby. Roll on the tanks. Roll the tanks, baby.
on.
Let's go.
I got a crazy not hot take, but I got a crazy scenario.
All right, here's up. What's up?
Dak restructures his contract with Jerry and gets traded to the Vikings. Who are quarterback? They need a quarterback. Sam Darnold is not him.
They might flip
The Vikings are talking about trading for Derek Carr right now.
Oh, look, he's like Lacey.
What?
They can have Trey Lance.
Shout out Lacey. That's the winner of the raffle, by the way.
Shout out Lacey. We're gonna get you a Tavon Austin. We're gonna get you a Tavon Austin jersey.
But anyway, continuing on
Go
with
ahead,
like
go
Dak
ahead.
Prescott, Sam Darnold. You have Zach Wilson, Trey Lance. Speaking of Trey Lance, Jacoby Brissett, Taylor Heineke, Marcus Mariota, Jarrett Stidham, Andy Dalton, and Drew Lock.
You can stop there. It's a regular Neiman Marcus over there.
I see what Jerry's plan is. The Eagles signed Jalen before Jerry had a chance to get Dak done. So that Jerry said, I'm gonna wait till next offseason and sign Dak before any of these guys sign. So then I can say, like Howie always said, I'd rather get the deal done sooner than later.
Yeah. Because here's the difference. Howie is very proactive in his approach. Like from what I've heard, he'll give you the contract early and does like, hey, sign it. Otherwise, you're going to prioritize other. And unfortunately, we saw that with the CJGJ. But luckily, we corrected that wrong and we have him back. Thank God for that.
I mean, and you know what? CJDJ realized, you know what? Sometimes the grass ain't so greener. And I'm just glad CJDJ realized it way before another idiot that was on this team and is now looks like he's holding out.
We got to talk about it. Oh, yeah. And
you guys didn't talk about it yet?
No. I think we brought, luckily you guys are here so we can all, as a collective, make sense of this. Like in the words of Dave Chappelle, like when he says, "Where is Jaw?" No,
where is Jaw?
Literally, that's what I.
No, we need Jaw Rule to make sense of this. Right?
Wait, but real quick, because just the way that you said that, and everyone here, and I'm sure everyone in the chat. Shout out to the 53 viewers. We appreciate each and every one of you. Make sure you're liking, subscribing, and make sure you're dropping a comment on this video, not just in the chat, but. I'm sure everyone in the chat, and including here, we all realized what that reference was to. And in another 10 to 15 more years, we will be sitting at a barbecue in a plastic chair with our plate, and someone will say something, and one of us will say, "Where's Josh?" And all of the 12-year-olds will look at us like, "Yo, he's lost it. He has lost it. Who is this man?"
But yeah, speaking of a little bit more. So long story short, just to sum it down. Hassan Reddick was initially traded to the New York Jets for draft for a conditional conditional third round pick, which could be his second if he meets the following playing time.
No more.
But apparently,
it still can.
But apparently,
we don't know the fine print.
What happened was that the Jets didn't have a contract ready for him, and he's holding out. I get that he wants his money, but. He's already up, and the Jets are saying no, we're not going to trade you, and they've already fined him up to $1.5 million and counting for not showing up. I'm like
the new CBA agreement, bro. It's.
So when is that exactly? Because what, another season or two?
No. This is in effect now because of the new collective bargaining agreement that was agreed between Players Association and NFL. There's certain rules in place that will allow that takes away players from being Le'Veon Bell, basically.
Yeah, that was never want to see another Le'Veon.
Yeah,
or Ayuk.
Oh, and speaking of,
there's a trade in place.
Another weird thing.
I'm hearing a lot of things with Ayuk, and it's all kind of
apparently
pissing me off right now.
A trade in place for Ayuk. There has been a parameters agreed between the 49ers and the Steelers. Now, Ayuk is basically just trying to put the numbers together so he can go play with his father.
So, we do look like him. So this is my question. So two things. We'll get back to the Reddick thing. But the one question I've been in my head beating my why are the 49ers being so nice?
Because
They're
they're
asking him, do you
nervous.
want to go here? Do you want to go here? You got offered 2 draft picks and Amari Cooper for Brandon Ayuk.
Why did you take the
Boy.
deal? Why?
Because they want Ayuk. They realize this is their last hurrah. They're like, fuck, if we don't get it this year, we're not getting it because the rebuild is coming. So they're like so focused on signing Ayuk because they're like, please, like you already have chemistry with the team and the quarterback. We don't want another wide receiver coming in. Because if they get Cooper is Cooper a free agent next year too? His deal's done, right? So he's
okay.
a 1-year rental.
I would
I
say
think he's a 1-year rental with the Niners. So it's like, why would we trade a wide receiver who has chemistry with the team for another wide receiver with no chemistry with the team just to get rid of this guy who we're not paying?
Yeah, Amari Cooper is a free agent for next year, along with a certain DeAndre Hopkins.
Oh, I'd rather get Cooper on the team. But
Dude.
so this is their last hurrah. So they want Ayuk, but Ayuk for some reason it's just like no. What did they? I heard they offered him 26 and he wanted 28, and then I heard that they were like, okay, we'll do 28, and he's like, but I want 30. And they're like,
I mean, he's trying to get
So-
that AJ. I think he's trying to get like the Justin Jefferson or like the AJ Brown type of money, but you gotta understand, no matter who gets signed next, it's gonna keep on going up. It's going to beat any value that you already have in mind. Like, and again, this is why I am so thankful to this day that Howie Roseman managed to get those extensions for AJ Brown, Devontae Smith, that core, basically the two Batman duo extensions. Like, thank God the Eagles got that done.
not
And you
just
see that-
Purdy,
and they also know
Purdy,
that that's
Greenlaw, and Trent Williams.
CMC
it
got
Trent?
CMC got yeah,
He
I
got
think he had to-
extended.
yeah, and restructured and all that. But yeah, but I mean, with Hassan Reddick, all I have to say, it is poor management by Joe Douglas. Joe Douglas, of all people, should have known, like, and this is basically like coaching or GM 101. If you're about to sign a player, make sure you have a damn contract ready.
that's
that.
it. So did they really not have a contract at all ready for him?
I don't think they
Or
did.
Because I've seen a couple conflicting reports where they said it was they had one. They had one, and I saw another one that said that they basically like lied to him about having a contract.
It's just insane. I don't think they even had it ready to go. That's like based on what I've heard, and the fact that he requested a trade, that is saying something different about the Jets organization as a whole. And Aaron Rodgers is like biplaning. It's like, oh, we're gonna be fine and all that. Well, you're depending so I'm trying to make sense of this. It's just
The
my
math. The math ain't mathing. But if somehow Howie does come back and convince the Jets of having buyer's remorse, and is like, look, I'll give you guys a 7th in the next round, 5th, and I'll take Hassan back. If that happens and Hassan plays 90% of his snaps with the Eagles, we still get that 2nd round pick.
Nah, there's no way they're that dumb. They would be like,
okay. I honestly don't think he can come back because we're already depending upon Nolan Smith to take over for next year. And I mean,
I think Nolan Smith is going to middle linebacker.
You think he's going middle linebacker?
Nolan Smith has been wearing the green dot during preseason.
Yeah.
Only your inside linebackers are wearing that. You're not going to have an outside linebacker or an edge wear a green dot. So I think Nolan Smith having that opportunity of having the dot, maybe Fangio's looking, because Fangio likes to move these guys around, and you can move Nolan Smith around in kind of like that Andrew Van Ginkel role.
Mm-hmm.
It's the Jets.
The Jets.
I would actually not be opposed to that at all. I think Nolan Smith is very smart, and I think he's capable of holding that down, along with Devin White and Trotter.
Oh,
I
and-
think Devin White is staying. He's about to show the league, and he's gonna be that big signing linebacker we haven't had in years.
yeah.
I'm with you on that, Cole. I really believe it, and it's a guy doesn't speak like he was speaking in that interview that we saw a week or so ago.
When the pivot,
Yeah,
Yeah.
without that spoke a lot to me.
Mhm.
Mhm.
I think, and we said it in the group chat. This is a guy who ultimately got kind of taken out of the rotation because they didn't believe in him so much after being so successful in Tampa. He kind of chose here, and he sees like you don't often hear, especially with football players, you don't often hear them talking about a future with a team that they are like technically a rental for.
Right.
Like there's
Yeah.
there's layers there. There's layers there.
and
And
he's
this
I think
only
guy-
Howie straight up said that
26.
to him.
Mhm.
He's only 26, and if
Man.
Howie gives him a decent contract that maybe expires, I don't know, 2028, like everybody else is.
I'm about to say 2028.
It could be, but I mean, I don't know the going rate for a linebacker, but
It's
It's
not
not
expensive.
much.
It's not
It's
much.
not
man.
that expensive.
but I think,
Well,
but it's
the going
definitely
rate
gonna
for
be
a
team-friendly
good
for-
linebacker.
A
But
good linebacker's making like I want to say like $7 million a year.
No, Joke just got paid 3 years, 41 mil.
wow,
That's
Joke-
17
Joke
mil a
took-
year.
He took a Nigerian discount.
No, it's not. It's not 17 mil.
He got a 3-year 41. You said
Yeah, 3-year 41. And then who? No, correct. Patrick McQueen got 3 years, 41.
Patrick
Joke
Queen?
just got 3 years, like 38,
Got 39.
39,
Okay.
39. So 13 a year. But Devin White's value is like 7 or 8.
but you also got to think that there's going to
Joke
be the
is way
sign.
younger.
And I
Yeah.
think people are so this go and this all of this kind of goes hand in hand with a lot of people wanting that Simmons, to come in here. But look, that
Pause.
25 million that Howie has right now, we always know that Howie wants to have about 10 going into the season. So
Mhm.
that extra 10, 15 that we have right now, he can always roll over. That sounds like signing bonus money for a couple guys that he wants to probably, if this year goes how we think it is, or if these guys are playing and they're part, he sees them as part of it, that's going to go and help show them. That almost can wipe out the signing bonus that White could get.
He's saving that money for Devin White and Milton Williams.
yeah.
Yep.
Those are going to be the big offseason. Milton Williams will be done before middle of the season.
I found the photo, by the way. It's
Oh, you
the green dots. It's the
Okay.
quarterbacks. The quarterbacks are wearing it. Devin White, Nolan Smith, N'Kobe Dean, and Trotter.
Whoa,
Trotter.
Trotter was wearing the green.
Trotter is an inside linebacker, so
And another
You can't
thing,
say that it's
another
54
thing.
with a green.
Oh my God,
I
Trotter.
was listening to WIP the other day, Spike, Ike, and
Yes,
Fritz, and Ike said something as well about that had to go with Trotter, and it also made a lot of sense where he said, a lot of guys who end up playing defense in the league, they end up playing defense because they weren't good enough to keep playing the offensive spot that they liked playing, but they're still athletic, so they ended up becoming defensive players. He said, but with Trotter, he's pretty much just been raised to play this position right here. So he's not some guy who's gonna like blow you out of the with the stats
Pause.
or like what his pause with his what he's able
Not
to
some
just
guy who's
kind
gonna
of
just
do.
blow you.
But his game intelligence and the way that he's been bred to like play this role, he's gonna like blow a lot of people out of the water with it. Pause.
And speaking of Trotter Jr., I was watching a little bit of the preseason game between the Ravens and the Eagles. Jeremiah Trotter Jr. I mean, this. I'm so goddamn happy that we got the guy.
I don't know if
And
you guys know this, but do you see what the name of the pod is?
Oh yeah.
Return of the Axe.
Return of the Axe.
Return of the Axe. Rock, you
Well,
dance.
I
and
would
that's
do
how
that
you
same-
dance. I need you to dance.
I would do that same dance, but I'm not wearing pants, so
whoa,
oh, Pa.
whoa, what kind of pot is?
I'm like, Rico, is that a spider behind you?
well, y'all know Brian Pumper just got free, so
Yeah,
He
but
got egged.
yeah. I think from what I saw, like Jeremiah Trotter Jr. had himself a game against Ravens. I think he had like 6 tackles, 1 sack, 1 QB hit. He just I think he had a
He
great.
what?
Apparently,
What did he
busted.
say?
He came up with a
He
nice
bust?
hit on a special teams play,
Okay,
Shout out
okay.
Jalen
That's not what you
freaking
said,
Hurts
but
on the Instagram.
and
No, no
in a,
regular person is smiling making a tackle in a game.
Fam,
okay, guys,
no,
it's
6. Yeah,
you
I
don't
mean,
understand how
10:30 at night.
crazy.
no correction on the stats. He led
It's
the
10:30
Eagles
at
in
night, and wifey
tackles
made
at
brownies.
halftime. He apparently he led the Eagles in halftime in that game in tackles, 5 stops, 4 solo tackles, 1 sack, team high 6 tackles overall. One preseason game, and he just does that. That's
Well,
just
Say that again.
he was a ball magnet. He was literally. I like his eyes in the game, especially on that Joe Johnson or that Josh Johnson sack.
oh yeah.
Nolan Smith had a couple of flashes. I'm curious to see what Fangio does, bro.
Oh
Um,
man.
the fact
I-
that he said nickel is basically a linebacker because back in the day when he
Mhm.
was coaching, that's all you did was just take a 4-3, take that outside linebacker and move his ass to the nickel position. And then we saw it with Nolan Smith with that damn blit with the sack. He came from the nickel position.
Oh
And
yeah. That was good.
Jalix Hunt is gonna be a beast too.
Oh
Dog,
boy.
have
That's
you
good
guys
to
been hearing the
hear.
reports about young man?
That
Yeah.
he's a defensive end playing safety, basically.
He
Because
see
he was
playing.
in
Just that he's
coverage a
been
lot. No, no,
impressing.
no, no, no.
He's been impressing
He's
the
been in
whole.
coverage a lot.
He's been impressing a lot.
He,
He's
like
been having
yeah.
a very promising camp. That's why I've been hearing a lot of that. So
And he was like a Vic Fangio pick. So I mean, to begin like in the draft, which is why I mean, like I did have a question, or was like, why did we pick an experimental guy? But based on what I'm hearing, he's doing pretty good. So hey, prove me wrong.
isn't it so dope that we have a actual coach that is able to go ahead and say like he like this guy was because he's this guy's kind of player or he had
Yeah.
weighed in and it actually matters where like it's not for nothing, no disrespect to Jim Shorts, I know he helped bring the Super Bowl here, but I feel like every time there was a player that like, oh, that's a Schwartz guy, I feel like they were ass, like just straight ass juice.
This is pure talent that won that on the defensive side.
I think it was
Bro.
some more things with Swartz because he's being successful out there with that defense since Cleveland.
Oh,
I mean, he has Myles Garrett.
and they did extend the Cleveland linebacker Jeremiah Owusu-Kamara.
Yeah, I wasn't going to try and say all that.
JOK.
Say it again. Say it 3 times fast.
JOK. I said it 3
Joker.
times fast.
I personally, I know our offense is great right now. Like it's a dangerous offense. We have weapons. We're stacked. I'm excited for the future of the defense. I think our defense this year will be top 15.
Yep.
Next year, however, I think we're going to be top 10 easily.
Dude, I just it's hard not to feel very
Optimistic
and like see that there's a very promising future and present, for this team. I mean, Lord willing, I mean, Jalen Hurts seems like he's going to be around for a while. AJ, just knowing we have AJ and Devontae like together for the next foreseeable future, and Barkley. I mean, Barkley's going to be here the next couple seasons, and I'm sure that they're going to find someone to come right up, and take that place.
Will Shipley.
Shipley looked like he was. I would like to actually, Coach. What did you notice about Shipley in the preseason? Because just the short amount of time we did see him, because I felt like he looked good, but
he's just a light-skinned Saquon, a little bit smaller.
Ooh,
and all right. So I felt like I'm not tripping because that's how I was kind of feeling about it. But everybody that I like, the people that I heard talking about him were basically saying that this is a guy who's a good player, but not great at any one thing. And I felt like he was using tools when we saw him.
He's going to be a utility guy. He can literally line up at the slot. He could be in the backfield, kick return, punt return. It's going to be very difficult. I'm very curious to look at this running back competition now because I think Kenny Gainwell's job can be on the line. You got, what was it, Tavis Price looking good in the Baltimore game. And then you got You got Nichols, and then you got
Never Kendall
homeboy
Milton.
from Milton, and them boys were tilting the rock.
Yeah.
So either I can't remember the running back's coach name, the Air Force Academy graduate, former Air Force officer, is
You should know
just
that.
I should, but it's too many of those guys.
I'm telling you,
But
commanding officer.
that's fine. I'll see him tomorrow.
Yeah.
But it's either that's a lot of talent back there. The only thing is we've been sold that same product before, and we've had decent backs, and they've just sat on the back burner. So that's my only concern. Is Kellen going to play with all his toys, or is Nick going to limit that what they can utilize?
Experiment. Let Kellen experiment. That's all I could say.
But then this kick return rule is changing your personnel now. Are the Eagles going to carry 5 running backs so 3 of them can play kickoff? I'm not even saying as a return, just as a blocker, as a tackler. Because with this new kickoff rule, it's going to be linebackers, corners, safeties, and tight end heavy.
I love the new rule, honestly. The hate that it's been getting is just like, it's like old man yells at the cloud. Like, that's what I'm seeing. Like, this, it's not as hectic as the kick return where it's just like everyone's scattered everywhere. It's like, all right, we're here and we're going. I think Covey about to break one off for sure.
I want to see Covey because he almost took that punt return to the crib if he could stay.
Covey had a good game.
So
I think before the Browns game, Covey takes one back. If Covey takes one back, I don't care. Give him an extra mil.
Anyone who thinks Covey's not making this roster or will be a part of this team's long-term plan, you're highly mistaken. Like, that man is sticking.
Covey's been impressing a lot of. Covey's been impressive so far, but I'll tell you who was more impressive this preseason game. You want to know
who would ever think that?
You know, we know this is your guy. Go ahead.
Our boy from Michigan, Mr. Trevor Keegan. Zero sacks allowed. And you want to know one thing? I just looked up. I was looking at the stats for the Eagles-Ravens game. According to PFF College, in week 1, 27 pass block snaps, 0 pressures allowed, 80.1 pass block grade.
He's a dog.
We call Trevor Keegan Lance Armstrong in the locker room because he got no sacks.
And I meant to say this when I first came on here real quick.
Yeah.
I meant to say that, but when I first came on, Cozy said something last night or this morning. He said, since we weren't
Drake is the best rapper alive.
Well,
you know, damn well I never said that. I never will say that.
he said Chiggy had to walk so Drake could run.
No, I said Nelly and Ludacris.
He said I really liked how he did that right there. No, he said since we had been off the old air, we hadn't the Phillies had gone on a lose streak, and wouldn't you know that as soon as we go ahead and schedule the pod for today, the Phillies literally win as we were starting this thing.
Can I just say something real quick? Can I just speak freely? Can I speak freely? I say a lot of things that are crazy, but I say a lot of things that are true.
But what you said,
I don't know how true the statement is.
The last night was not true.
Bro,
Drake is a hip hop artist. That is a fact. I don't want to hear it. We're not talking about it. That's another.
We're not rehashing this. We're not doing this right now. We're not redoing this right now.
I'm gonna just stay back and watch all of this.
Because I know, you know what, and Rock, I know you have to go, but before you do, I just want to say, poor Rock, because Rock has been like new to everybody, so he's still like in the learning everybody's personality phase. He hasn't been on like lives when it's all of us too long, but he's been in one of the group chats for a while now, and like I'm sure he just sees like when we start talking, is like these guys are like going at each other, and then the next day it's just like a funny meme, and it's like, what?
It's like, yo, these guys are straight up arguing right now, and then it's just like, and then it's like, show your
y'all
like,
crack me up. That's what it is, y'all. Y'all crack me up.
Well, we as much as we'll argue, for one, brothers will always fight, and for two,
argue. It's just a heated debate.
Just a heated debate.
Yeah, of course.
We're passionate.
we never get disrespectful with one another.
That's, yeah.
There was
Wanna-
one time when
wanna-
Cozy said somebody was dick riding a little too much, but we understood he was drinking that night.
Hey, listen.
Yeah.
Rock, if there's one thing about us, we may argue, but we're passionate from miles away. Passive with the things you
Now
say.
that's a great R&B song right there.
That's a great R&B.
Is it R&B or pop? I think it's more pop.
That's an
The,
R&B
the
song right there,
upbeat
bro.
tempo with dancing. That's my shit. I'll never hate on that song. That's my song right there. Because you know what?
Passionate from miles
Once I have
away.
a couple drinks, and then I hear that dun, 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 dun.
That
I-
ooh,
Oh,
that and then
hold up.
Yeah.
if you put on Tie That Binds, and I got a drink in my hand,
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
it's a wrap.
Well, Rock, we
Yep.
know you gotta dip out. We're gonna let you go ahead, save those lives at Seattle Grace Loan.
You gotta work third shift at the morgue.
Yeah.
You end up talking.
I'm
to
not from.
people
I
at
don't
work.
live in Seattle, y'all. I'm from Albany, New York, but
Well, you're putting yourself out there. We were helping you out.
I mean,
We're not gonna say your location.
yeah.
Well, you have a good night at wherever you're going.
Hi, man.
This
Y'all.
guy's about to go to some chick's house. That's why. If y'all don't know, if y'all can't tell, this guy fucks.
This guy made a deal with the devil. It includes 3 back-to-back Super Bowls for the Eagles.
He's out there tricking for wins.
No, I'm just breakdancing. That's what it is.
Is that what
Yeah.
it's
For
called?
the Olympics, baby.
Oh,
Olympics 2028. Rock, you gonna
Oh
see our
my-
boy Rock.
no. Apparently, it's not going to be in LA. It's not going to be for this year. It's not going to be for in LA.
Olympic sport no more.
Because you're not ready. You're not signed up. They said no rock, no Olympics.
You need to just get training, all right? Get your,
I
get
mean,
your
I'm-
dozen
I
A's.
want to see you on the Rocky steps.
Oh my.
I want to see you hit
I
the.
want when the Eagles win, when the Eagles win the
Freaky.
Super Bowl and the confetti is coming down, I want you to run onto the field with that confetti dripping all over you and just start.
You better catch one on your tongue, Rock. I want you to do this.
Oh my god. Y'all are wild.
Hit the. What is it? The Drake Freaky. No, that was the Chris Brown. Chris Brown did it, and Drake said, "Here comes a snake." Ooh,
Insane.
I went through you.
Man.
You can't see me.
All right,
All right,
Rock,
y'all.
man. You have a good rest of your night, brother.
Take it easy,
Always
y'all. Thank you
appreciate
so much.
All right, man.
Fuck, I was in the middle of saying something to you, Coach, too, and I can't remember what it was now.
Well, I just want the people to know. I was really grandstanding because I felt very good about this fantasy football trade. But I do want to talk about our fantasy
That's what it
league.
was. Hold on,
Dude.
real quick. Coach, you haven't heard "Tie That Binds" by Drake?
Bro, Drake is not even downloaded in my Apple Music.
Bro, you need to listen to "Tie That Binds." When that Spanish guitar hit, it's
Stop, please.
three drinks
and-
deep. 3 drinks deep. When that guitar hit,
So Far Gone is like probably my favorite Drake album, and it's not even on my phone.
I'm telling you, it's Drake's dance album. It's hips. It's hips.
No,
It's hips.
that's why.
So
Rico, you know what I'm
Gangsters
talking
Don't
about.
Dance.
I know what you're talking about. I know what Coach is talking about.
Bro, so back to that fantasy though, not to cut you off, to go back to that.
Yeah.
That coach is the
That-
greatest GM
That
of all
was a
time.
that was a finessery.
For me,
It wasn't a purposeful finesse, but God finessed that trade.
I will
God
say
was like,
it did,
oh,
yeah, it
okay.
wasn't a purposeful finesse. I felt like it was.
You
I
shouldn't.
felt like I honestly look. I don't feel like I've finagled the trade. I feel like we both got what we wanted out of that. He got a great starting caliber quarterback, and you know what? I'm gonna tell you what. I was very, very high on Cooper Kupp until a day ago, and then I all the research and a lot of mocks I did. Cooper Kupp wasn't going until the 4th or 5th round in a lot of drafts.
Because Puka Nakua is the main man now.
I was able to go ahead and trade Patrick Mahomes and Cooper Kupp for 2 number 1 picks and a number 2. And I got T. Higgins.
Holy shit! I'm not gonna say it on live. I'm not gonna say it on live.
What? So I didn't get no alert. Are you talking about
not
Mark?
sports?
What, you just won on a payout?
Whoa, nice. Nice.
So that means you're coming to the Saints game, right?
The Saints game. That's the one. Yeah, you didn't see that trade I pulled off?
Nah, I didn't see. You traded Mahomes
I traded Mahomes and Cooper Cup
for 2 first-round picks.
for this year's first and this year's second
Yo,
and next year's first round from Tim.
I'm going crazy.
And I got T. Higgins.
Bro, what? My bad, guys. I'm not gonna say the numbers, but off a $5 parlay.
No, that's amazing.
Bro,
I don't even know what you're
I
betting
looked
on
at
right
it.
now, but
I looked
besides
at it.
baseball.
4 home runs.
Oh, with the one I just said that because they won.
No, so I had Gunnar Henderson, Aaron Judge, Dalton Varsho, and Matt Olson for home runs. And I just looked, and Gunnar got it, Matt Olson got it, and it was like top of the 8th, and I needed 2 more. And I'm like, all right, shit. And I click, and when you're on the app, it says like live, and when it's not live anymore, it means the bet's canceled.
Yeah.
So it wasn't live anymore. I was like, damn, what the fuck? I lost. Let me see who lost. I click finish, and it's green. I was like, and I checked the account, and I'm like, oh. Bro, I'm about to go grab my praying rug and pray to Allah. This is
Trying to grab some more packs to rip.
Oh my! Oh, bro, I bought those score treats. Absolute waste.
Oh yeah, I never seen those packs before, so I'm always apprehensive about that. Oh
Don't
wait,
do
so
it.
what, Coach? You
Don't
felt like
do
me
it.
trading Mahomes was not good?
I don't know. Them boys look good. Remember, in the
They did,
Jacksonville
but you know
game,
what,
the starters
man?
played until homeboy got hurt.
I'm gonna
And
tell
then
you. Well,
Andy
you know
pulled
what
the
turned
starters out.
you know what turned me off with Mahomes? I know last year was a down year, so I am expecting Mahomes to have a better year this year. But I
Bro,
feel like them boys are trying to do. They're going to be too focused on that third Super Bowl, man. I feel like it could be an up and down season, you know.
Bro.
But it's still Mahomes. It's hard to bet against this man.
It's very hard to bet against them. But I was really feeling. I got a feeling that I ain't gonna tell y'all. I can't give y'all the game because I got one more move I'm trying to make, and I don't want nobody blocking my blessings. And Todd's in the chat, so he's seeing this too. I can't tell these men that I play against with.
Hey, I got one missing piece in my offenses.
I would, you know
A
what? I
chef's
went and looked
kiss.
at. When I was making sure everybody's stuff was on the up and up. I definitely went and reviewed your team, and I'm planning on seeing you as one of the top 3 teams this year because last year started off shaky for you, but you made that trade with Charlie with that extra quarterback situation, and ever since then, you made some good moves, and your team very top scary. Like I think you have like 3 receivers that are in like the top 20,
Top 15, top 10, if anything.
Yeah, and like it's a situation over there. Coach got a team, y'all.
If I grab another person, I ain't going to disclose at this moment, but it would be a wrap.
Shout out to Cozy for letting me get. I was playing games with Cozy yesterday, going back and forth, and then I realized Cozy had a lot of quarterbacks. He had the quarterback that I really wanted. I had to make him think I wanted another quarterback first.
That's crazy. I was gonna offer you him, and then I was like, I was like, nah, I don't think he'll want him, but whatever. Like, I'll figure it out. Like, I got busy and I forgot to do it, and then you sent the trade, and I was like, oh, perfect, okay, cool.
Yeah, you accepted very fast. I appreciate that, and I'm a great commissioner because I go ahead and as soon as I see people make trades, I push your trade right through. You don't have to sweat it out for 24 hours or whatever it is. Commissioner, have you been looking at rings and whatnot for the winner this year?
I haven't yet because I'm waiting for everybody to pay to see monetary what I'm working with.
Of course, I'm going to send you I'll send you my ring size when I
do
send
that
over
math.
When I send over my
ring size. Bro, we did my other fantasy draft the other night during the Ravens game, and I freaking it was funny because my cousin, he's won 2
Oh,
championships. So he
I
brought
just
his
saw.
rings over, and then I pulled my rings out. So we were all just sitting there with our rings on the whole night.
I just looked over. I can't when you guys are on the Instagram. I can't really see your comments until I click back over. And people said, "What horrible trade? You hit, or somebody said you hit, bro." I will never say that. Too well coached to let you get that. Oh, to get to them, need that hat. Yeah, this hat is JT. I promise you, bro. When this hat comes to the States, I will let you know. There was like 5 of us who saw this situation going down, and we were like, nah, we had to get basically it involved a reshipper. It was coming from Europe. We had to just get a group together. I couldn't sit on it and have nobody be like, oh, wait a minute, let me think about it. It was, you had to go right then and there. We had to make it happen to get these things. So they'll be coming to the States, I think, in another month or so. I got you though. Don't worry.
Sound like you stole it off the truck.
But I got 4 great Eagles hats coming too. One of them, my boys here helped me, come up with. They helped with some patches and whatnot. So we're gonna be enjoying those real soon.
JT, tap in, click the link for YouTube to come over, so you can, when you comment, it goes straight to the YouTube, so we can actually see it. Because he's commenting on the IG, right?
Yeah, you too, Maribel.
it's late.
I see you. Maribel's creeping on the IG, but she ain't coming to the to the chat.
I'll take it. That was my first sale.
My boy was like, he calling off work tomorrow. That's the biggest I ever hit.
Who's calling? You calling out of work tomorrow?
No, not off that. I can't call off work with that. That's a nice paycheck though.
You can't let people know.
What?
You got moving silence on that one.
I just told my mom, my girl, and then my 3 boys, but they solid. Oh, there he is. He's my fucking guy. I'm telling JT too. I just sent it to JT. JT, my security. If anything, I'm gonna hit him up when I go to the bank. JT gonna pull up on me. What is that one video? Pull up on me. Pull up on me. Rico had to stand up.
Oh yeah, that's why Rico's not in the chat. I mean, on video.
Pull up on me.
No, they were my hat dropping this week at Society. The Phillies was getting reviewed on another podcast I have on the TV, so I had to see what they were saying. Make sure people gave it the blessing. They didn't go ahead and try to talk crazy about it. So,
bro, what's up with the other 4?
Crazy.
The Eagles hats?
Yeah,
they'll literally be here any day. And then you see those flyers? Well, I don't know if you're a Flyers fan, but that big Philly City Connect that just got booked today too.
Speaking of, I need to get a Langos jersey and a Leclerc jersey.
Oh man,
I'm not big on hockey.
I'm not big on. Oh, I'm big on hockey, but
I'm not big on hockey. Growing up, I liked the Ducks and the Kings, obviously, because who didn't like the Mighty Ducks?
Clearly.
And then the Kings, because
there's JT. Oh wait, is that JT Goon?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. There we go. I felt like he was
one away on the jersey raffle.
I saw a very muscular man in the little icon, so I figured that had to be JT.
He's a beefy boy.
He's a statue of a man. All right. Well, one thing I want to, before we get out of here, I wanted to go ahead and go over one thing about our beautiful Philadelphia Eagles. At first, I was very worried because Jalen Hurts had reached the 200. There's a Kelly Green Flyers jersey. I'd love to cop. Kelly. Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I was very concerned because they were saying Jalen Hurts had gotten over 200 passes without an incompletion in training camp so far. He's at like 219 last I heard. And then it started making me, but we're getting these reports that Quinyon and these boys are like starting to step it up. They're looking good now, but I was a little worried that the defense is either they're just not gelling or they're just not clicking yet. They're still trying to figure shit out. But now it seems like we're actually playing against another team, and we're getting a lot more positive reviews from the defense and guys, hustling and whatnot and making plays. I'm starting to think like, and please tell me if I'm just getting a little putting the cart before the horses. Is our offense just going to be this good this season?
I would say we're still kind of putting the cart in front of the horses because we don't know necessarily what's going on with wide receiver 3. If it's going to be a wide receiver 3 by committee, meaning, Wilson, Covey, Ross, and Shipley too. So you could do it by committee, or is Howie waiting to look at the market and see and maybe push the button on Hunter Renfrow?
Are you guys so you guys are not buyers or believers in John Ross, huh?
I don't want to say that, but history is history.
How did Cozy just do that?
What?
His camera froze at the exact perfect time while you got up. So literally, like when it came back in the frame,
I was here, then I glitched out.
Yeah. People talk about wide receiver 3, like whoever is there is going to be option 4 or 5 after Dallas. Yeah, no, and you know what, JT, bro? Like I kind of feel you on that. Like I do, because ultimately, but no, we're with my and Todd. I've been asked the fellas. I've been screaming for Renfrow in the chat. My whole thing with this is, and knock on wood, I don't want to put it in the atmosphere. However, we have 2 great receivers. 2.
Who's not the first and second read on any play.
But not even that. What I will say is, and they've both been very healthy these past couple seasons, but if one of them was to go down or miss any kind of substantial time, all of a sudden you have one great receiver, and you will need someone who is going to at least put threaten the defense, so they have to think about that guy. Like right now, the defenses are going to be these guys are going to put a lot of stress on defenses. But without one guy, it changes a lot. And we think Dallas is going to be eating up a lot of stuff. And tight end 2 is another thing we got to talk about.
It's looking like Grant Calcaterra right now.
I thought he got hurt. He's missing time right now.
Oh, did he get hurt in the game, or did he get hurt in practice?
Practice, I heard. It makes it Calcaterra. Calcaterra, did he get injured?
Did he?
I didn't hear anything about him getting injured.
Oh no, but
as well, I've been at a leadership conference all day, so
I
think our offense is
hurt leg in practice. Calcaterra suffered a leg injury in practice Saturday. Frank, so he got hurt.
Well,
wait, is this old? No, maybe not. Maybe I'm full of shit. I swore I heard Calcaterra got hurt in practice.
It might be that, what's it called? Mandela effect?
Mandela?
I'm just remembering the old injury.
The Mandela effect, where, for example, like the Sinbad Kazam movie.
Yeah.
Bro, that whole thing was fake. I don't get why anyone ever keeps going with that. It was
that
Shaq.
Movie was real. I watched that movie.
But
I watched
Kazam,
that movie.
Kazam is the movie with Shaq.
No, there was a Sinbad movie. I watched it. I distinctly remember watching. I watched. It was
like a clip.
No, there was a movie, bro. There was a movie. It was real. I don't know why people are trying to act like it's not real, or it was.
I distinctly remember Kazam with Shaq because I had it and I remember watching it.
There was a movie called Kazam with Shaq, but there was a movie where Sinbad played a genie.
It was but it wasn't like the exact same. Like people were talking about like they're like photoshopping Sinbad on the Kazam thing, and it's like that's not real. But there was a movie where he was a genie for sure. It just wasn't the same exact thing.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think it was called Kazam. It was definitely
it was called Shazam. Well, they were saying
it was called Shazam. Shazam.
Shazam?
Yeah.
That's the bro. And then I do remember the Shaq movie because Shaq was a genie that came out of a boombox.
Yeah, with the little Italian kid with the long hair. whose dad worked
Yeah,
at the
man.
club.
You know what, man? We'll have to do a pod one day where we just talk about real bullshit 90s movies.
Like the Three Ninjas.
Classic.
Three Ninjas
Classic.
classic, but also some bullshit. Like, how did these three white kids have a Asian ass grandpa?
I mean, that could be trickle down lineage, but
No,
remember-
not even lineage. Think about it. When these
Not
dudes
even one little
participated in the
eye.
war, when these guys participated in the war, you know how many vets came back with Asian spouses?
They came back with Asian spouses, but those kids didn't have none of that in them.
he
you
could
could
have
tell.
married. He could have
They
married
didn't
white.
need to.
And then
He married white, and then the white they had a half white, half Asian kid, and the white wife married a white guy, and then they got quarter Asian.
That sound
kids.
like an
Look at-
Eminem line. You trying to
Look
just
at
spit
Patrick
out
Mahomes.
this?
He said Grandpa was adopted. Nah, you knew that movie was bullshit when they did the basketball scene and homie dunked on yeah, there was a lot of bullshit in that movie.
Bro, it was a lot
And
of
there-
bullshit in Mad '90s movies.
I'm gonna tell you what movie. You know what movie had me hype as a kid, and then I promise we're gonna finish this Eagles convo about the linebackers not being a
Warriors
problem.
of Virtue,
No, remember Heavyweights?
bro, with Ben
Oh,
Stiller.
Heavyweights is legit.
Fam, bro.
When they were
I
hiding
would
the
say
candy
this.
in the bedposts.
Dog, I swore one day I was gonna
To
go to a
this day.
sleepaway camp. One summer
To
I was
this
gonna go to
day.
sleepaway camp, and we were gonna have it hooked up just like that. And
Nope.
come to find out, never went to sleepaway camp. I don't think it is ever really a thing. I never got to
It's not a
hide
thing.
candy in the bedpost like that. You know what I'm
Bro,
saying?
that-
My man was like, "Oh, I've been shaving since I was 13."
Bro,
Classic.
do you remember Warriors of Virtue though, with the kangaroos?
Yeah.
Oh, hold on. See, look, there's my boy Mark right there. Sent me an injury link. I know I'm not crazy.
What up, Reg? My guy. Bro, there's so many
Preseason,
90s
latest
movies that were just
Oh,
Oh, did I
that's
tell
when
you-
did Cooper did you guys talk about the infamous return of the Great White Hope?
no.
Go
No,
ahead, talk about it. How hyped are you guys to see Cooper DeJohn?
You already
Yeah,
know. You already know I'm happy.
I'm not
Thank
hyped
you.
because he's not going to see the field during preseason.
Thank you for this, Mark. I'm not seeing Calcaterra. I think you're right.
JT
like-
knows Warriors of Virtue. Fire.
No, classic movie for sure. Y'all got any
Great
more?
White Hope. So, Reg, I actually talked to Lacey about that, and
These niggas is
she didn't
picking
want a
this shit
jersey.
up.
She was like, "Get me the CD Lamb hoodie." I was like, "Okay, I feel a little bit better about that."
What the hell? What are you talking about?
Buying a jersey, I feel dirty, but buying a hoodie, I'm like, all right, whatever. It's
Just
crazy.
fucking give her a gift card and she go get that shit. So that way you ain't legally buy a damn Cowboys paraphernalia.
well, I already bought it. It's already getting shipped to her crib.
God.
Funny
damn,
enough, I actually had a
Utah.
gift card, so I'll take it.
Yeah, but anyway, so I don't think that. So to go back to what JT was saying, last thing we'll go ahead and speak on real quick is I don't think linebackers are really a problem this year, bro. We were kind of speaking on it a little bit earlier. We got bodies, man. You know, not one, not two, not three. We got like 4 good guys. And if you know, linebackers, they be solid.
I really think Trotter is going to be like, I think Dean is at the bottom of the depth chart. We were talking about that the other day. Dean is only good for blitzing, and like that's fine. He's, you know what I mean? He's not going to be a 3-down linebacker. We're going to have him here and there, and he's going to blitz when we need him, like on a goal line situation. Have that motherfucker just rush the middle. Fuck it. Stop it. Stop something. But Trotter has been playing well so far. White is already good. And then, like you said, moving Smith fully to linebacker could be dangerous.
Look, man, let me paint the picture for you.
Paint
Week 2, opening home game of the season.
I'm drunk.
Yeah, I'm wearing a tuxedo T-shirt and I'm wasted. The Eagles are up by 3. There's 4 minutes left.
Bro, first of all, that's where you're wrong. We're not up by 3. We're up by 14.
3 touchdowns. You didn't let me finish.
I don't know.
Oh, 3.
Gilly
touchdowns.
keep fucking missing these field goals. That
The
made me
fucking-
miss you.
Kirk Cousins drops back in his final attempt to go ahead and try to do anything against the Eagles. And here he comes. Jeremiah Trotter Jr. sheds a block, jumps over a guy who's fallen in front of Kurt, absolutely hammers Kurt, and in the middle of the link on primetime television, the home opener, Jeremiah Trotter lifts that axe and strikes.
The stadium is erupting.
The stadium explodes. There's no survivors. The season is canceled. The Eagles are one.
It's just Trotter standing in the middle of the field holding Kirk Cousins' thighs, a leg in his hand.
Kirk Cousins' robotic leg from he has exploded. Lightning comes down like Thor's hand. Thor's hammer gets confused, thinking it's a hammer, and it's an axe.
Yo, it's the bring me Thanos scene, but it's just fucking Trotter.
Trotter cutting off his leg.
Bring me Cousins.
And at that moment, Eagles staff understands the assignment. Immediately after the post game, Trotter Juniors are on sale at the pro shop and online. You're welcome.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie, that was beautiful.
It's got like that. We will see that at some point this season, and it will be absolutely beautiful.
Him just rush through the middle, pause, and just fucking one of those like quick sacks where like there's a hole and he just busts through,
just blows it up, like just kills it. And I'm so happy that he paused. I'm so happy that he didn't waste it in that preseason because he had a lot of good hits, 6 great plays. He got a sack, he blew up another play, and he knew. He understood the assignment. Like, we're not pulling the act. Like, he knows. And he might get a couple sacks early in the season. He knows
you gotta savor those. You gotta savor those sacks. Pause.
I just imagine that his father, like, he gets the sack, and as he's about to stand up, he locks eyes with his father wherever he is in the stadium. And he looks at his dad, and his dad goes, now.
No, his dad's in the crowd. His dad's in the crowd with him fucking same time.
He imaginary throws it.
You can hear the slam of the ground from North Philly. It just
penetrates the pocket.
It shakes the tri-state area like Jenny Sack falling out of bed.
Like Jenny Sacamoni.
It was a Sopranos reference for anyone.
Yeah, the big Sopranos reference.
I was gonna say, bro, I'm wait. You can't preseason. You can't do it, but sacks like that, you gotta wait. Like I need a fucking like.
That's why I'm so happy he didn't.
Got your ass.
He didn't do it in the pre. Like he knew. Like
he knows.
This is a thing. It's like you gotta. There's a moment, and there's gonna be a time where he will do it, and there will be the right time. But it ain't preseason on a Thursday afternoon.
The Batman meme where they got Alfred nodding. And then you got Christian Bell nodding, and then everybody starts nodding.
That's what I'm saying. Like he's gonna lock eyes with his dad. His dad's gonna.
There's a couple plays that can happen this season that are gonna be like, all right, like this is where like.
All right,
let's up.
That's a very great. That's the top 3 things we think. So we automatically know the first time Trotter.
The Trotter hits the axe.
The axe.
Covey running one back.
Nah, I don't think Covey running one back is going to be up there. Saquon's first touchdown.
That's exactly.
Saquon's first touchdown is going to be
Saquon's first breakout touchdown.
It's the first one where he rips one off.
Yeah, not like a 5-yard jump over. Like the first one where it's like he hits a cut. And then just bounces and just outruns the safety, and everyone's just like, "This is it. This is so good far." Also, hot take.
If that motherfucker pulls a Jay Ajayi in that moment,
first touchdown of the season is going to be Barkley. I dreamt this.
That's a very.
I dreamt this. I saw this in a vision. It came to me.
Dallas got it.
I was flying with the birds, and then I dove into the water and swam with the dolphins. I was 2 animals, one being. Which means good things are coming.
Which means good things are coming.
Good things are coming.
And the other thing I will say, what could be the final thing? I thought Barkley's first big touchdown, that was another one.
That's a good one.
And then I think
a Chauncey pick. Oh, Redman.
I think that'll be big, but that'll be on the bingo card for sure.
Chauncey pick 6.
No, actually, I'm gonna say
I think it has to be something with the
Brandon
defense,
Graham's
like
first sack in the season.
Graham's. Yeah, that'll be pretty big, honestly. BG's first big hit.
And then
Yeah. I think you're right, Coach. I think the first big BG sack. Just because we
Saquon
know-
Barkley, big touchdown against the Giants for sure.
Oh my
Nah.
gosh.
He's
That they're like, because for one, Nick Sirianni's such a sicko. That's like
That's the game
it
plan.
has like it's like the Boston Scott shit, right? Like Nick Sirianni knew about the Boston Scott giant killer thing. He made sure that he got that off. It's the same thing as that. Like he knows like this guy just running one down their throats is like has to
That's
happen.
the game plan. He's gonna be like Saquon.
he's
The second we get in the red zone,
deliberately a
Saquon.
captain on that game.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Saquon
Straight
is
up.
the captain at that game. That's a guarantee.
I'm trying to think of like a big
My thing
offensive
is
one.
this:
Like the first
do the
wide
Giants
open
do
touchdown.
do the Giants do some kind of honoring Saquon in his return?
Fuck no.
Because Mara clearly seemed
Yeah,
like he was
Mara will.
Mara
Mara's
cared
gonna do
about it. It
thank
seemed
you.
like.
Yeah, but no one else did. Saquon's getting booed at that stadium.
No, I don't. I
No.
think Hard Knocks kind of shed a little bit more light to the whole situation.
I think he
Have you
got. I think
talked
he
to
gets out of the
Giants fans?
situation. I think this is one of those rare times where he didn't do anything wrong for one. We've already established
He
that.
didn't.
But I think Hard Knocks did a really great job at showing it's like it wasn't his fault, y'all. These guys are dickheads.
Listen, have you guys talked to Giants fans? Because they don't feel the same way.
I
A
don't
lot
know.
I
of
got a
Giants
lot of-
fans I've talked to are like, "Fuck Saquon, like he's a rat," and I'm like, "You watch the tape. Saquon did nothing wrong," and they're like, "Nah, fuck him."
Look, man, it's like this. Look, like we have some fans that we that run around wearing weird face masks and doing all kinds of weird stuff. We don't like to claim, but they are Eagles fans. There are Giants fans that I'm sure that fan base wishes they could.
Hey,
beat out.
you just brought it back, Rico. I don't think the big three. I'm gonna have to take one of them out. CJ running out of the link with the shiesty.
Oh, that's a post for me.
CJ
For me, that's a
interception against the Saints.
For me, that's like a big postseason thing right there.
No. He's finally back in Philly after all the hate,
I could see it.
and
That
he
would be
just comes
a
running
lot
out
of
with the
fun.
shiesty.
Chauncey
Just
pick 6
just
against
run
Derek
straight to the
Carr.
locker room. We got to break that. That has to. You know what? That I'll put that above the BG sack to keep it a bean. And well, look, we're about to end right there, but I just want to go ahead and say thank you everybody who's been rocking with us. Look, football season is officially back. Preseasons are going. You guys will be getting weekly pods from us. We're already coordinating on how we can go ahead and start getting you guys more content throughout the week, short videos, updates. Make sure you're tapping in on the Instagram. Make sure you're tapping in on Twitter. Make sure you guys are liking, subscribing, sharing these videos out. We are on the road to 500, and we're going to start doing some really cool things for you guys. And look, man, we're a team. We're going solid. We're going solid. We're going strong, and we appreciate you guys for rocking with us so solidly in that time. So it's Eagle season,
solid.
baby. This is where we all shine. Y'all see little Poppy in the background right now running around. Tell them, go Birds, baby.
Go Birds, baby.
Wait, hold on, wait. One more question though. My mom asked, "Are we meeting up for any games this year?"
I'm going to the
Oh.
Saints game. Hotel.
I know me and Twizzy got the. I'm looking to do the home opener, but I'll probably go do that solo dolo. I know we're doing LA,
I already got the home opener tickets.
and I want to do Nowlands for surely, but we'll see how that one. That's
I can't do New Orleans.
They did it all so close the way they kind of stacked those, but it would be fun to. We do have some friends down there that'll be helping us out if we do go down there. So we will definitely be
Tampa.
seeing each other.
See, I thought
like-
about that. I was going to go to Tampa, but putting New Orleans and Tampa back to back, I was like,
That's what messed it up. It's like one or the other. So it's really what's going to be more. But home opener is like like JT knows that home opener.
Yeah, home opener. We're gonna be there. That's why
Home
I'm.
opener.
That's my spacing. It's home opener. Tampa. You get
You
a
need
week
like
to
that
chill,
month buffer.
2 weeks
You need
to
that
chill.
month buffer.
Bro,
LA. Mark,
I
you
got
already know
screwed
LA.
again.
You already know how we do in LA. And Mark, actually, make sure you're in LA plenty of time the day before, because I'm trying to put some really legendary stuff. I'm gonna drop 2 hats in LA the day before the game, but I want to do it dope. I want to do like a tailgate at the store. I want to have like a taco man there. I want to have all the Eagles fans pulling up. We can kind of do like a mini tailgate the day before the game, and then we're going to really do it up the next day, obviously, like we always do when we take LA over. So you already know. There'll be more on that very, very, very soon. But, hey, man, this is Swoop Boys. You know what I'm saying? It's your boy Rico, Coach, Cozy. You know what I'm saying? Like, subscribe, comment, and we will see y'all next week.
I'll see you when I see you. I will see you then. Or